What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Haven't been live in a few days, probably about, I don't know, it's been a little minute. But we back and we got some shit to talk about. Hit that like button as you come on in the building. Hit that one if y'all can hear me too. If y'all can hear me clearly. Salute to everybody. Look at bro Horace. Yes, sir. Salute to my man Damone Daniels. Hey, what's going on? Hold up. I meant to give you a wrench, bro. Hold up, Damone. I meant to give you a wrench. Yeah, you like the title, huh? Yeah, your boy Derrick James was hating, man. Well, what's up with Derrick? Why he hating? Hold up, let me there we go. There you go. You got a wrench. What's going on, Daryl Smith? I see you in the building. Boxing seating. What's that mean? What's going on, Silence King? Yeah, y'all hit that like button for your boy. We'll get this stream cooking. These dudes out here hating. But yeah, they making up these mandatories and shit out of nowhere too. What's going on? What's up, baby Juju? I see you. Thanks, Damone Days, man. I appreciate it, man. I really do. It's those type of comments that really mean the most to your boy. You know what I'm saying? When I see those comments from guys from all over the world, that really means a lot, man. It really do. It means that I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he says he comes discrediting, but he knows he's better than Errol. Yeah, man, they trying to do it, man. I knew this was gonna happen. Somebody was gonna do it. Derrick James starting it. You know, Sean took a lot out of him in the fight and all this shit. Man, hell no. We not buying that. Hey, I think Derrick James will be a good trainer for Anthony Joshua. He would. AJ, I mean, we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't know how much time I got, but there's so much shit to talk about. But yeah, before we talk about that, what's up with these mandatories? Dennis Ugas came out and said that he knew he signed a contract. I posted it in the stories. He said that he knew that he was fighting Spence. Now, what did he mean by that he knew? What did Ugas mean by that he knew? So do he know something that we don't know about Spence? Is the injury legit? I mean, now it really raises questions. Because he tried to make a fight, you know, but WBA ain't having it. And Errol Spence got to fight his mandatory, some guy, you know, and I mean, that could be a dangerous fight for Spence if he's really damaged. You know what I'm saying? Just some random guy. Hold up. Let me see. This is what Ugas. Yeah, this right here, man. I don't know what he meant by this. He says, I have signed a contract against Spence because I knew he will be back soon. So did he already sign a contract? And then Mike Cappinger comes in and says, Errol Spence has been cleared to resume training November 1st, and PBC hope to match him with Dennis Ugas in a 3-belt welterweight title fight. But WBA pushes forward with Ugas Stanionis. Stanionis must got people with money behind him that's paying these WBA guys to really push this fight for him over a big unification fight. Salute to my man WJ Luck in the building. I see you. Hey, AOB Easy, you ain't lying. Derrick James always hated on Bud, bro. We saw the energy. We saw his energy. Whenever they asked about Crawford, he was very dismissive of Bud. He started bringing up ticket sales. He turned to a manager. He turned into a businessman with a suit and started talking about ticket sales and all this other shit when it came to Bud, and he was always discrediting him. And he's doing it now. There's a lot of funny shit going on though. So Ugas, this is probably why Ugas came out the way he came out the other day, because little do we know he probably signed a contract already to fight Spence, and now WBA is forcing this with Stanionis. But by him doing this kind of exposes Spence's injury shit. It's a big conspiracy, but there's a lot of mystery that goes on with Spence anyway. Salute to my man Damone Daniels for the super chat. He says, I believe Spence eye injury was fake. Spence fighting February from a detached retina. His name should be Arrow Wolverine. Very suspicious. Man, bro, February, that's a quick turnaround, man. For a detached retina? A detached retina? It's not like a broken hand or a finger. This is your eyeball. I mean, you coming back that quick? Salute to my Boxing Syndicate in the building. Y'all go to subscribe to Boxing Syndicate. Excellent breakdowns. He says, I remember when they didn't even let Derrick talk. Bro, they didn't. They didn't let him talk. But then once he started talking, it was a lot of bullshit. It was a lot of shit that we really didn't want to hear. It was a lot of shit, you know, like we want to hear you say, yeah, we go prepare Spence for Crawford, shit like that. That's what we want to hear. No, you wasn't saying that. You was talking about, well, how many ticket sales has he had and how many arenas has he packed? Shit like that. Yeah, I know, Bro Horse. He has. That dude been patiently waiting for his Mando. Bro Horse says, I'm not making excuses for Arrow, but that guy has been Spence Mando for 2 years now. Yeah, he been sitting back waiting, man. Spence been, you know, IBF hasn't got on Spence. So, I mean, really, this is what's coming. You know, this mandatory, I mean, dude been waiting for 2 years for his shot. So, is it a fight that fans go want to see Spence in? Absolutely not. And at one point, we all thought that unification trumps mandatory. We right there at the cusp of undisputed at welterweight, and these guys are playing these Mando games. So if Ugas fucks around and loses to Stanionis, which could be possible, then what? You know what I'm saying? And then if Spence fucks around and loses against Akadurov, then what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, then this could be, man, come on, man. But then again, if Spence's injury, you know, this raises questions about Spence's injury. It really do. Because if Ugas already signed a contract because he knew Spence would be back soon, what does that mean? So you already signed a contract, so that's why he's coming out saying the shit that he's saying with the WBA. Because from his side, he already got something going on with Spence. But WBA got this new thing they're trying to do. And unfortunately, Ugas came in at the wrong time. And they're not wavering either. They're not doing no. They denied it. It's a no-go for you, Ugas. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to fight a tough fight in Stanionis. That's a tough fight. A hungry young fighter, opportunity. I mean, really, do he deserve a shot at a world title? Like, I mean, damn. Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis ain't even got a shot yet. This dude just hopped right in front of the line, in front of every fucking body. How did that even happen? How did Stanionis even jump with 13-0? How did he jump in front of Boots 30-0? Virgil Ortiz, how many fights he got? I mean, he's up there. How the fuck? Some Stanionis must got some money behind him. These dudes must be paying some motherfuckers. Because normally unification trumps mandatory. So if you got two guys in the division that want to unify, then that trumps this bullshit mandatory shit. But now the IBF and WBA, they said, look, man, y'all got to fight y'all mandatories. And that's just what it is. So it's going to stall this little story that we've been following for even longer now. We're going to stall it out for even longer. But yeah, man, Derrick James be hating like a motherfucker, man. He a hater. Derrick James be hating, man. Matter of fact, let me find out exactly what he said real quick. Let me read it to you guys exactly what he said. Because he been hating on Bud for years now. And now, you know, Terrence Crawford is in a position to where he can really outshine Errol Spence. You know, they watered down the Brook win, right? They watered it down. Oh, Brook was shot and all this shit. They watered it down. But now with Porter, they can't necessarily do that, but they go try. Yeah, what do y'all think about Shakur, though, while I look for this? Shakur Stevenson and Jamil Herring had a pretty interesting face-off today. Shakur wasn't, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's a really talented young fighter, so it's hard to just say that's gonna be the case Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say that, but he was everywhere else. Jamil Herring says Shakur got touched by Nakatilia. Didn't like it, didn't react well to it. I think Jamil Herring can make something happen, man. I think he can make something happen. Yep. Shouldn't underestimate Herring, man. Hold on, let me find out what Derrick James said, man. Yeah, Dry Ennis said he's coming for all the belts, and he's taking over 147. Dry Ennis been really really vocal, man. He's starting to talk about himself in third person a little bit. So he must have been really looking like a monster in camp. I might have to holler at my boy YSM to ask him how Boost been looking, but he always say Boost looks phenomenal. You know, he said Boost is always sharp, always in shape, just looks incredible. Ryan Martin will be training under Brian Bomack, man. Bomack's starting to become one of the guys that everybody's starting to stable up with. I don't think he can fix everybody, but I think he can fix certain guys. Well, who was the guy that lost when they fought the Japanese guy, Ryota Murata? He lost bad. I forgot the dude's name now, man. Brian, whatever. He can't. That was a horrible performance from that guy. He said, I don't know, Jamil Herring's not like we best friends. Shakur might fuck around and lose this fight or look really bad. James Toney versus Jeremy Williams exhibition coming up. DeMarcus Corley, Chop Chop, still fighting. He fights on October 29th. That is insane. He got all them damn kids. Oh, we also had that Rolly Tank press conference today. You know, that kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't even get to catch it. I didn't really get to watch it. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm trying to find this shit Derrick James said, man. Yeah, he been hating on Bud for years, though. He's been hating for years. Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Tell you exactly what he said. He says, I think Terrence Crawford is fighting guy that Errol Spence took a lot out of. So we'll see how that goes. Well, that's pretty much all he said. Yeah, that's pretty much all he said. It was on the PBC podcast. So, yeah, he said, I think Sean Porter really wants to fight Errol Spence again. In order to face Errol Spence again, he has to beat Terrence Crawford. So that's pretty much what Derrick James said. Yeah. So he said that he thinks Errol Spence took a lot out of Sean. I think Sean took a lot out of Errol too, though. I think Sean took a lot out of Errol too. He made Errol Spence work for that shit. Salute to Wayne Hennessy. I see you in the building. Hey, WJ Luggett says, Stevenson is that dude, but I am a former Marine. So if Herring wins, I would not be upset. I know that's right. Yeah, man. Jamil Herring is a very likable guy. You know what I'm saying? A very likable guy. Shakur Stevens tried to grab his belt. Jamil wasn't having it. Bomack was really stirring it, getting up into Bomack was really getting up in Shakur's head. You know, had Shakur looking all everywhere else but in front of at his opponent. Salute to Free Game Fella. I see you. Oh, yeah, Drizzy KO. He says, if you watch Derrick James' interviews about Crawford, you can clearly tell that they're protecting Spence. Yeah, man. Come on. Actually, Barbershop came out with a video apologizing to Terrence Crawford. And basically, he apologized because he thought Terrence Crawford was really out here ducking smoke. He really believed that Bud Crawford really didn't want the fights and he was just happy with the money. He didn't believe that Crawford really wanted to fight all these guys. I'm like, you really didn't believe that? Like, he didn't believe it. I thought he was just bullshitting, trying to spin a nerve. No, he honestly didn't believe that Crawford wanted to smoke for real. That's what he believed. But Udenis Ugas, man, you know, he tried to get the fight with Spence. 3-belt unification fight. 3-belt unification fight. And they said, hell the fuck no. We letting you fight Stanionis, and you fighting this guy from Russia somewhere. Nope. Nope. No big fights for you guys. You have to do your mandatories. You're obligated to fight your mandatories. That mandatory shit need to sit down. Somebody pay these guys and let the smoke clear first. Let the fucking smoke clear. Let Ugas and Spence do what they need to do, since Ugas already knew Spence would be back soon. Ugas magically knew that Spence would be back soon. So go ahead and let him fight. Go ahead and let him fight. Ugas Spence be a good fight. I think right now, yeah, I think Ugas has a chance. But then again, you know, was Spence really hurt for real? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I'm questioning it now. If Ugas knew Spence would be back soon, I mean, shit, a detached retina, you coming back that soon? And you trying to have a fight in February? Like, that's very soon. Derrick James came out the other day and said that they got to spar. He ain't gonna be able to spar nothing until about another month or two. So what's really good? Hit that like button for your boy if you're coming in the building. Yeah, Derrick James is trying to water down Crawford's fight. Salute to Damone Daniels for the super chat. He says, do you think Porter and Bud will do episodes for fights? What you mean? Like, we'll do episodes for a fight? What you mean, bro? You talking about like a 24/7 or something? Like an all access or something? I mean, they should. They want to. If this is their opportunity to really promote Crawford, they should do so. They should put all their eggs into that basket to sell that fight the best way they can, because there's not gonna be too much trash talking. So they're gonna have to sell their action. Post the highlight clips and, you know, just do shit like that. Oh yeah, 20. Yeah, I figure that's what you meant. I mean, they should. You know, Top Rank ESPN like to really promote the fight at the last minute. It seemed like they wait till the week of the fight. But then again, we got the blood and sweat with Shakur Stevenson and Jamil Herring that's been going on. So yeah, I'm sure they go do the same for Crawford Porter. This is a big fight for them. It's a pay-per-view fight. So yeah, I would assume that we will see that all access. You know, so we're gonna need to see that. We gotta see it. You know, we gotta see it. That's a big fight this year. But yeah, it's crazy how you just never know what happens in boxing, people. You just never know. You never know how shit go turn out. You never know what the next few months go hold. You know, we both at one point we all thought that either Crawford or Spence was getting this Pacquiao fight. Turns out neither one of them motherfuckers got the fight. You know what I'm saying? It ended up being a guy like Yordenis Ugas who ends up getting that fight. I mean, it's just, you just never know what happens in boxing. But that's what also makes it interesting. You just never know what's going to happen. WJ Lucky says, I like Spence a lot, but this is too fast to be coming back from detached retina. I am concerned. Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no shade coming from over here. It does look suspicious, and it will raise question for a lot of the guys who may already believe that it was cap. I was on the fence about it. I didn't harp on it. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel that Spence probably wasn't looking good in camp. He probably having a hard time making that weight, and they had to pull him out of there. They didn't want him going up in there and losing against Pacquiao. They pulled him up out of there. That's what I think happened. You know, but as far as the eye, if it did happen, it happened in camp against that mini Pacquiao guy. So that means he was getting beat up in camp. If it is true, it's just a lot of bad things. We come out here lying and making up shit if it's true or not. I mean, Ugas said he signed a contract already. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Ugas coming out here talking too much. And he kind of like, you know, made things looking like, okay, I knew he would be back soon. So you knew? Like, how'd you know he was going to be back from detached retina soon? You know what I'm saying? Raised a lot of questions. Salute to King David. I see you in the building. What's going on? Yeah, I should definitely raise questions, Freddie J. Definitely, man. There's a lot of funny shit going on, man. Like Gary Russell said, some bullshit in the game, man. I'm smelling something funny. He ain't lying. Gary Russell already know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bullshit in the game. And a lot of the real ones tend to left out on the sidelines. But they had Errol Spence out there in Dubai. Y'all saw that? Errol Spence out there in Dubai, turning up and shit. You know, I ain't got no problem with the dude living his life, but if I was his homie, right? If I was Errol Spence's guy, I'll be that guy that was telling him, look, you don't need to be doing none of this. I'll be that guy he probably be annoyed with, but it'll be in his best interest. You don't need to be out here hanging out drinking. You got to fight Terrence Crawford. You got to fight all these other fucking killers in the welterweight division, in the super welterweight division. You got to be ready for these guys. You know what I'm saying? Become a game of inches when you become at the world level, man. All these dudes punch hard. All these guys are fast. All these guys are strong. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't fully taking care of yourself, how do you ever hope to compete with a guy like Terrence Crawford who, if you heard the stories, dude's a fucking beast. Mentally and physically. Salute to Damone James for the super chat. He says the promotion is much better for Bud versus Porter than I can remember. Even Bud seems to have more to say and being more accessible for the fight. Yeah, he gonna need to be more accessible for this fight. Crawford needs to be out here doing some interviews. He needs to be coming to holler at your boy Bushido. He needs to be doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he's gonna be in the gym. He's a monster in the gym. It is what it is. But I do think he needs to come out and do some more interviews. He probably gonna do that as the time winds on. It's probably crunch time right now, game plan time and all that. So I get it. But yeah, he's being more vocal. He's being more. He seems a lot more comfortable now. It took a long time, but Crawford did seem a lot more comfortable on the microphone and everything. You know, and that's what it takes time for some guys. Some guys just shy as fuck. You know, and it takes time for them to come out of their comfort zone to really let them out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it should be a good fight, man. I expect a great fight. It's probably gonna be better than Fury Wilder. From a skill aspect and everything, it should be a better fight than Fury versus Wilder. But that's heavyweight boxing; it's hard to compete. But Crawford Porter should be a fight of the year candidate on paper, unless Crawford just washes him. Damone Daniel says, wouldn't flying. Yes, that's what somebody else said, bro. Yeah, see, I don't know all about that. That's what somebody else said, bro. He said, how are you flying to Dubai? You can't, ain't there's restrictions for that? I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. But I seen somebody else mention it in the comments. So if you said it, and somebody else said it, somebody had to look some shit up. You find out because you fly with a fucked up eye. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying, man. They getting real sloppy with their shit, bro. And I'm not sitting out here trying to expose them or no shit like that, but I mean, you getting sloppy. It's some sloppy shit, bro. Uga's coming out in a nervous wreck. Nervous as fuck because he got a fight standing on us. Let's be honest. Uga's don't want to deal with that type of fighter. He don't. Not this. Uga's been fighting those type of fighters his whole fucking career. He wants to fight the big fights now. And now they said, nah, dude, nah. You got to go back to where you came from. And then he's getting nervous and shit. Now he's all distraught. And now he's coming out with these tweets that's really just like exposing the whole situation. Like, I have signed a contract against Spence because I knew he would be back soon. You know what I'm saying? So is he really hurt or not, man? Oh, he said the pressure on your eyes from flying from that long too. Oh, see? I don't know, bro. Yeah, if you have a detached retina, I don't think you should be flying. With the pressure, your ears already be popping and shit. So your eyeball hanging loose. It'll really come apart. It's a lot of fucking funny style shit, dude. But he was out there living his best life, though. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Just make sure when it's time to get back to the ring, you ready. Because you don't need you in a very competitive era, in a very competitive division. You had to be ready for that shit. That's all I gotta say. Because I know some dudes can go out there and party like a rock star and show up and show out the fight night and like it's nothing. Bro Horse said he had surgery on that eye 3 months ago. Come on now. It was 3 months ago? Damn. Nah, it couldn't have been that quick. No way it was that fast. You adding months on, bro. No way it was that fast. 3 months ago? Hell no. Hell no. 3 months ago, but still, bro, it's your eye. It's not like it's your hand or some shit. It's your eye, bro. Yeah, it's only been like 2 months, bro. It couldn't have been that long. Damone Daniels says, the altitude of 30 plus thousand feet in the sky. I work for airline and I fly a lot, so I know from the experience of flying regularly. See, I don't even fly like that, so I don't know nothing about it. But good to know. You know, good to know. I mean, it raises questions, bro. Like, was dude really fucking hurt? He said he had that surgery September. Okay, so October, November. Like, dude. Come on, man. Nah. And then they talking about him coming back in February. Nah, bro. That's cap, man. That's cap, man. That's cap. And now Bud got a chance to show up on Porter. You know, I hope guys don't sit here and try to water that victory or downplay the win. They did it with Brook fight. You know, it's almost like the Brook fight never happened. You know, Kell Brook came out saying, I'm in the best shape of my life, and you know, I'm feeling good. It's not like he was coming off a crushing defeat. You know what I'm saying? He had some years to get his body right, and you know, they totally downplayed that win from Bud. They said, well, Brook was shot and his punch resistance was gone, and he couldn't take a punch no more. Now, I mean, and in the fight, almost like it never even happened. So hopefully they don't do this with Porter. Oh, well, you know, Porter, you know, he's doing his podcast and, you know, he's commentating now. So he's already had the fire out of him. You know what I'm saying? They go find something. But see, Bud, the thing is, Bud already aware of that shit. He already know that they go find something. You know, he already know they go find something. Yeah, you guys, we went from strap season to mandatory season. Just like that. At one point, it was looking like it was strap season. You know, Spence, Bud, Ugas got all the belts. All they got to do is make these fights happen. Ugas and Spence seemed like, you know, something was going on. Spence came out with a little tweet talking about some money talks. I don't know what he meant by that, but I don't know what the fuck that even meant. What does that mean? He came out with the tweet after Ugas came out with his rant. Then he said something about money talks and he had like a little box with the cheese. What is that? What do you mean? What, you didn't like the money for the Ugas fight? Or what? He talking about the fact that Stanionis probably got money behind him and WBA, you know, really pushed for him because they kind of want Stanionis to win. Who knows? Spence is a mysterious dude. He also ended up in Dubai when you with a fucked up eye. I don't know if you could fly like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else also did mention that, Damone Daniels. That's what was funny. Somebody said, like, man, wait a minute, you can't fly like that with an injury like that. He said Porter already had. Boxer Syndicate said Porter already had COVID. Yeah, so they can't use that either. You can't use that one. Oh, wow. Bro Horse says Arrow fans will give Bud full credit with a victory over Porter. We don't discredit fighters like the Bud fanboy. Bro, come on, bro. Y'all that's cap, bro. I wish there was a cap button instead of a like button. Hit the cap button because y'all discredit his Kell Brook win because he beat him more impressively than Spence did, man. Keith Thurman came out talking shit, said that Spence was salty. Quit being salty. At this point, you know, I like Keith, but I don't even know if he's serious. And I don't know if I can consider him a top welterweight anymore. Honestly. Do we see Keith Thurman hopping in there beating I mean, any of these young guys, even like a Virgil Ortiz right now, like could Keith beat him? I don't even think so. I don't think so. About time, motherfucker. Yep. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. Yes. Detail the Truth says, read between the lines. Ugas stopped them from giving his belt back to Pac-Man. That was supposed to be his unification fight with Pac-Man. Ugas spoiled everything, and now he can't run away. Man, Ugas played spoiler, bro, and they punish him for it. You know what I'm saying? Ugas found himself in a fortunate situation. I don't know. Man, there's a lot of conspiracy behind that. Honestly, you know, the convenience of his opponent having the same like eye injury at the same time. There's a lot of shit for the conspiracy guys to really do their homework on. If there's guys out there that's gonna be doing all that. What I feel is that Spence was probably not looking good in camp, and they pulled the plug on the fight. They pulled the plug on it. Ugas already knew everything because they probably let these guys know shit already ahead of time before we even hear about it. He already had a fight with Spence possibly lined up anyway. And like most people thinking that unification trumping the mandatories, he thought he was gonna hop right in there with Spence, but little did he know WB said, hell the fuck no, we mad at you. We go punish you. You gonna have to fight standing on this. You ain't getting no fucking big paydays or nothing because you beat Pacquiao and you wasn't supposed to fucking do that. That's what happened. That's what happened. Dirty Politics by WBA, man. Hey, Keith went down the hill a long time ago. Keith Thurman, he had a lot to say about everybody for the past 2 years. For the past 2.5 years, Keith Thurman, we can't consider him a top 5 welterweight. We cannot. You can't. No matter how, I like Keith Thurman. I think he's great for boxing, great for the division, but we haven't seen him. Few and far between. Taking 2-3 year breaks in between fights and shit. That is unacceptable, bro. You are no longer a top 5 welterweight. We don't know if you could be James. We don't know if you could be Delorme. We don't know if you could be Staniones. We don't know if you could be Ortiz, Boots. None of them. Custio Clayton. None of them. We don't know if you could be any of these guys right now. We seen you struggle with Riverside Rocky. You know what I'm saying? You got beat by the old man. And that was the only fights I can remember Keith in recently. And now he's calling out Spence salty. Why don't you call for Bud? Why don't you go for Bud like Porter doing? We see Spence, quote unquote, is hurt, right? Maybe they know Spence really ain't hurt, man. Like they coming for him like he ain't hurt. Damone Daniels says Errol might be a bigger duck than Ryan. Hashtag Mr. Cap. Man. Because Ryan, even he posted the hospital picture and shit, him in the hospital bed, to give people proof that he was really hurt. Me personally, I still don't believe it. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just too convenient, bro. Like everything is too convenient. Like either you did that shit on purpose. You did that shit on purpose, bro. You broke your hand and shit on purpose. You do all them fucking YouTube videos and them Instagram videos, and now you broke your fucking hand all of a sudden. All right, whatever, man. It's cool. Every time you got a tough fight coming up, something happens to you. Ryan Garcia needs to get out the way. We need to stop talking about him. Hey, Freddie J. Bud versus One Time will be a hell of a fight, man. It will be a hell of a fight. So thank you for the super chat once again, Damone Daniels. Who you got between Canelo and Plant? I'm going for Plant, but I don't know. I'm going for Plant, though. I think Plant can win. You know what I'm saying? He has the right style to win. He just got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? I don't think power is going to be the thing that really stops Canelo. We've seen Triple G. He had tons of power. Guess what? It didn't work. So I think he's just going to have to fight the best fighter he can. He's in the right situation to win. Caleb Plant. It's PBC. It's his house. Canelo's the visitor for once. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's an A-side, he's the visitor. So, yeah, I think Caleb Plant could make something happen. He's a bigger guy. I think he punches hard enough to keep Canelo honest. He got faster feet. He got good IQ. He got everything he can to beat the fight other than experience. Will he win? I don't know. Canelo's a stud. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of experience. So, yeah, see? Robert Navarro says, Errol in Dubai, I thought with an eye injury like that, you couldn't take a flight at that altitude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, unless they flew on a private jet and they was flying low. I mean, who knows, bro? There's a lot of fucking mysterious shit with that guy. A lot. A whole lot. See? Yeah, Canelo's body shots are nasty, but a Plant can't be in a pocket to get hit by him. Canelo's a stubby guy. He got the small, shorter legs, slower feet. He gonna have to use his feet in this fight for his defense. Caleb Plant got good defense too. You know, he just never really been in there with a guy like Canelo, though. A lot of those guys playing fighting have been bigger men than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's a small guy in comparison, but he's used to fighting bigger dudes at this point. This would be a good fight, man. I honestly, I'm rooting for Plant, but I don't know. I think he can win. We'll see what happens, man. It's hard to say because this Dickie right here. I see what you're saying because it's almost impossible to beat Canelo on the scorecards. But with PBC giving Canelo $40 million and they're building up their white American boxer with a lot of talent, you think they're really risking Caleb Plant like this, giving Canelo $40 million just so he can hightail it up out of here? For Caleb Plant, their white American, to get robbed on the scorecards? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think this is a dangerous fight for Canelo. Because if Caleb Plant wins and does a Lara and does it all the way, don't slow down, he could possibly win and they can't rob him. They won't be able to really rob him. See, Triple G is a pressure fighter. He's going to come forward. Caleb Plant is a boxer. He has a style that really gives Canelo trouble. But we go see if Canelo evolved since those days where he really struggled with those type of fighters. Should be a really good fight, man. It should be a good fight. I think Caleb Plant's in the right circumstances to win. I don't think PBC will give Canelo $40 million fucking dollars and take their belt. You know what I'm saying? Lose all the leverage they got in the division to Canelo Alvarez and give him all that money for them to not get their little rematch if Caleb Plant wins. Because if Caleb Plant wins, then they got a rematch clause in the fight. Then boom, they get Canelo Alvarez once again. It's a business shit. So Caleb Plant just got to do the work, man. I think PBC is really gunning for Caleb Plant to beat Canelo so they can get him again. But we go see, man. He's fucking good. He's sharp, really slick defense. That should be a really good fight. It might be boring. It might be a chess match type of fight, though. Honestly, it could be a chess match. So you got to be a fan that's willing to endure a chess match. I love chess matches and all. I love all types of fights, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Except for the Fury Vlad fight was a terrible fight. But I like chess matches, technical chess matches, guys back and forth. Should be a good one. But yeah, man. Mandatory season. It went from strap season to mandatory season. Just like that. Crawford Porter is something to look forward to, of course. I mean, Errol Spence hasn't fought his mandatory in a long time, so this was long overdue for him. But, you know, when you got to fight when you this close to really fully unifying the division, why would you step in? Why would these sanctioned bodies step in now? And in this particular case, they should step back and let this thing play out. Let these guys make these fights. But now they got to step in now all of a sudden. I think it's something more to what we really know. I think it's something to where, you know, they don't like Ugas the champion. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence, I mean, if he got to fight his mandatory already and shit, I mean, how hurt really was he? You know what I'm saying? How really hurt was he? You said Tank versus Rolly is a cherry pick? Yeah, he is, Drizzy KO. Bud is carrying 147 on his back, dude. He's about to show up and show out, too. I can't wait. He says, man, PPC is like WWF. Tank versus Rolly, shame on them. I think Tank versus Rolly is a good fight, honestly, bro. I think it's a good fight. I mean, you know, I already accepted Tank Davis' career. It ain't going to be him fighting Loma and all these guys. I don't really even see those in the near future, man. Floyd Mayweather moving him a certain way. I'm not going to put it on Tank any longer. Tank just fights whoever is in front of him. And I think Rolly's a good fight for him, though. Rolly talks a lot of shit. He's a bad guy. You need those Ricardo Mayorga type of dudes. And, you know, and the John Rio Casamarillos, the shit talking, the bad boys, the dudes that's going to talk shit, be nasty about it, and don't give a fuck what you think. You need those type of guys. And that's the type of opponent for Tank Davis. Rolly comes to fight. He's not the most, best fighter in the world, but I think he's good for boxing. You need those guys that you just want to see get beat up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got today. Derrick James, he need to stop the hating. He's been hating for a long time. So if that's the case, Errol Spence fought a guy that Golovkin took a lot out of. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the dude name? Chris Algieri, Lamont Peterson. You know what I'm saying? Guys that had a lot taken out of them. Guys that's been beaten before. Errol Spence fought plenty of them. Plenty of guys that's been beaten before. There's no mysterious blueprint how to beat this guy. No, Errol, he didn't do that. So Derrick James need to stop the fucking hating shit. He's been hating on Bud for years and shit. And that just lets you know that he didn't ever want to fight. Salute to Tell the Truth for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man. Derrick James was hating. So when Bud gets in there and whoops on Porter, oh, well, Porter was never the same guy. Spence took a lot out of him. He's a podcaster now. He's a commentator now. Even though we know who Sean Porter is. We know Sean Porter's in the mountains training. I'm hearing rumors that he's bringing boots to camp to prepare for Crawford. If that's true, I think that'd be the best guy you could possibly bring to emulate Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, could you get any better than that? It's a new day, Demetrius Ross. Salute, Billy. He says, give me a summary on the situation. Basically, Derrick James said that he thinks that Spence is fighting a guy that, Crawford's fighting a guy that Spence took a lot out of. And the Ugas situation, he's got denied. He said that Spence, he knew that Spence, he would be back soon. He said he knew Spence would be back soon. So this raises questions to fans who were skeptical of the injury. Like how did you know this? How did you know he's gonna be back? It makes the injury look like it was Cap. And then he's flying to Dubai, with a fucked up eye. Guys who fly a lot say you can't really fly like that when you got an injury like that. So I don't know. Hey, Damone Danes, you ain't lying. Boots could fuck around and diminish. I just heard. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. That would be the best guy, but you have to tell Boots to tone it down because I heard Boots can't. It's hard for him to tone it down. So yeah, but yeah, you guys. That's all I got. Haven't been on live a little minute, but I'm back. And yeah, man. Oh, boy. It's mandatory season all of a sudden, man. We was that close to unification. We don't know if Ugas is going to get past that guy. We don't know if he's going to beat Stanionis. We don't know. And we don't know if Spence is really hurt. His next fight go tell us all. How he fights. Is he gun shy? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to be this, that? If he comes out guns blazing like he did in the old days, it's going to raise even more questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of bullshit. Oh, okay. All right, that confirms it then. All right, thank you, Damone Daniels. He says, I heard Sean say it myself about Boots. So Boots will be in camp for, wow. Woo. That's what that goes to show you how serious of a threat the Porters believe that Terrence Crawford is. That they got to bring in another guy. And this also tells me that if Porter's bringing in Boots, then this is probably likely his last fight. This is probably likely his last fight. And I'll just end it with that. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.